Yo, yo, yo. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Shit acting like it don't want to work for you, boy. What's happening? What's happening? I'm pretty sure everybody has been hearing what's been going down in the news about Kevin Samuels passing away. And it's quite surprising. But then the other end is not. Just for the simple fact that that could happen to any one of us any day. And what's so funny and so mind-boggling is to see how many people are celebrating this man's death. And that goes to show you. Somebody called me. Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hey, this is Allison. I'm with Insurance Consumer Bureau. How are you doing today?
Hey, how can I help you?
We're trying to get a hold of you today because our monthly premium for car insurance has been lowered down and we're giving out a free quote. To qualify you, I just need to ask you some basic questions.
People calling me trying to sell me some car insurance. Alright, so yeah, basically what I was saying. So I'm seeing the amount of women celebrating this man's death, right? And it's so funny to me because when those rappers die, considering all the things they say about women and all the things they say about murder and dope dealing and pop that pussy and all this other shit, they say, oh, he's a good guy, he didn't deserve that. But it just shows you how powerful what this man was saying actually was. Now, trust me, I didn't agree with everything the man said, but to really have so many women just come out and expose how evil and demonic they actually are, it shows that he was doing some good work. Because if what he said bothered you that much, and most of these women never met this man, never even seen him in live in person or was in a room with him, and for them to have that amount of hate for somebody on the internet, that goes to show you a lot of that stuff he was saying resonated with their soul. That should go to tell you, like, yeah, a lot of that shit probably was fucking with them, man. Because what I believe is that a lot of their outcomes wasn't matching up with what they actually believe they can get. That's what it was. See, the thing about it is, this has, since the beginning of time, it's easier to tell women what they want to hear, to get them to spend money, to get them to not act a fucking fool and not be argumentative. It's easy just to tell you, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, go ahead and do that. But that has not gotten them anywhere. And that's why so many women was calling the show, because for all these years they've been told all they had to do was just be a woman, and everything else will fall into place. You don't have to put any effort on your end. Everything you want and you truly desire from a man or relationship is just going to automatically come to you. And if it doesn't come to you from the guy that you want, is something automatically wrong with him. Is he has a problem, not you. If a man doesn't accept you for who you are and what you got going on, that's his problem. Something wrong with his ass. That's really what's been promoted and taught to a lot of women from day one, and it's kicking their ass, man. It's like, to hear somebody say it out loud, what they've already known in their mind and been thinking, it do hurt. It do hurt. Because you thinking, oh, I could do this and that, and I bet you I could still get a man. And what fuck it up really is the validation, because a lot of that is some of our fault. As men, like, we have to come from, from now on, men have to get out the gate. You have to start performing and putting yourself in a better position, so that way you don't have to give these type of women their validation, because that's why they continue the same behaviors, because they still have access to sex from men, and that's how what a lot of women use as validation. No matter what you say, I still could get, I still get dick or whatever. No matter what you like, you should work on this. I don't know. Men still sleep with me, so I guess it ain't that bad. When unfortunately, that don't even mean nothing. That shit don't even mean nothing if a man is willing to sleep with you. That's light work. But if a man willing to spend his money on you and really take care of you and sacrifice to make sure you good, that's different. But sex, don't put so much emphasis in that. But to see the amount of hate this man has been receiving, it's just been mind-boggling, man. It's tough to really look at, because it's like this dude, they acting like this dude was a serial killer. They acting like this man was out here hurting women, like for real, physically. But that just goes to show you, like, a lot. What he was saying, it resonated with a lot of women, and they couldn't take it. They couldn't take that shit, man. They couldn't take it. And the thing about it is, on one end, they be like, all the women that call his show, there's just something wrong with them. They have low self-esteem. So why all the women that didn't call the show are so upset, bothered by it then? If it's just them group of women that have issues and they have low self-esteem, and they just want attention, why are so many of the women that didn't call this show or claim they never watched this show, why are they so upset by what this man say? Like, why does it bother them so much? See, it's a couple channels that say things about black men that are far worse than what this man could have ever said about black women. He never called for the death of them. He never said he got turned on when white men killed them. He never said any of those type of things. For the most part, if you get out of your feelings, you really listen to what he said. He's saying, like, listen, if you want the best of the best, you have to be the best of the best yourself. Exceptional people get exceptional people. That's always been the thing. You see rich, successful men, after their first wife, the woman is usually a lot slimmer and more beautiful. That's just how it always have been. He encouraged women to prioritize marriage before having a child by a nigga. He encouraged women, like, go back to your baby's father. Why are you out here? You made a decision to create a family, and you talk about, well, he wasn't marriage material. Then why would you have his fucking baby then? You get what I'm saying? See, a lot of women complain about these men, but the reason why these men that you complain about are not dying out, because y'all still give them access to your body. And the men that do not operate like that, they can't control that. It's like, you want the men that don't do that. They out here providing for their own families and doing what they got to do, but you want them to come police the men that you still having sex with because they're dogging you out. It don't work like that. And that's the thing, and this goes for the fellas too. Like, if we want women to perform better, we want women to be in shape, we want women to be more cooperative, we have to set our standards and we have to stick to them. We can't renege on the deal in the plan because we want to get some easy access to some sex, because that's what's keeping this shit going. Is easy access to sex on both ends. If you go back in the day, man, it used to be tough to get a girl. Like, it wasn't. You used to have to be on the phone with the girl. You have to show yourself worthy to their parents. Like, you really used to have to go through it. It wasn't just anybody was doing anything. It was just like you had to really prove that you can be with this woman and care for this woman. Now it's none of that. It's none of that no more. The easy access to sex and it's ruined everything. Because that's all it's about, sex and money now. If you ain't giving me no pussy, I ain't doing nothing for you. If you ain't paying for my bills, I ain't doing nothing for you. That's just really what the temperature is right now. And it's sad because we are the lowest on the economic total pole, but we have one of the highest buying power. So we have lowest amount of wealth, but one of the highest buying power. When does that show you? The money that we get, it keeps going in and out of the community. It goes out as soon as we get it. And that's because we don't have black families together, working together. Everybody is separated. And it's like I'm honestly getting so aggravated just seeing gender reveals and baby showers and shit like that. It's like it's just like every time I see it, it's like we throwing these big ass events to bring a baby into a world of chaos with no structure. You need both parents. And the thing about it is these this generation of dudes take care of their kids. A lot of them do. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of them love being fathers because since they grew up without a father, they want to do the best they can to be in their child's life. And some women do make it hard and want to make it difficult just because the relationship didn't work out. But that's another story. But anyways, what Kevin Samuels really wanted to do was to bring black women and black men together. And a lot of women just had so much hatred in their heart for him because he said the shit that they know was true. They just didn't want to hear it. Stop saying that. No, it's not. Let me be delusional. Let me believe that I'm a 10. Don't say nothing about it. Just let me believe it, please. Why do you keep saying that? Because I'm trying to help you. And this is why men that do become successful from our community, they stop fucking with our community. The men, they get their resources and they haul ass, and I do not blame them. Why? Because nobody want to take direction. Nobody wants structure. Nobody want to take constructive criticism without getting in their fucking feelings. Men don't lead. Men don't do. If you're gonna take every time a man tell you to do something, you want to take it personal, want to get upset about it. The ones that are capable of leading well, they're gonna be like, man, I ain't gotta put up with this shit. You and them motherfuckers can get the fuck on. You and them kids can fucking beat it. I'm trying to help you and encourage you to do better, but you upset at me because you don't want to hear it. When has it ever been wrong to encourage somebody to live a healthy lifestyle and prioritize a family before you bring a child into this world? When has it ever been a problem to say these things? See, I guess it's different because like the criticism and the straightforwardness, that's nothing new for men. And that's why a lot of the times the men stuff didn't go as viral. It's because men take the information and we do what we choose to do with it. Either we not going to do better or we're going to listen to what they say. Like, you right. Because we already know the shit that when he bring up this stuff, boy, you need to go do this. You need to do better, man. Why you ain't working 60 hours a week? Why you not learning how to invest your money so you can eventually retire young and build wealth? Why are you not focused? You know you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do. Oh yeah, you're right. Because we don't got nobody in our ear telling us, oh, man, you can still get a badass shirt girl with no money, man. My friends do it all the time, which is fucked up, but it's kind of true. I knew bums from the block that was messing with RNs and anesthesiologists and shit like that. Like, I mean, these dudes were losers and was pulling women like that. So sometimes that could be a slippery slope. But on average, most men know, like, if you're not performing or really putting yourself to show a woman that you have vision and she can follow you, you're not going to get the woman you want. You're going to get somebody that's kind of all right, and then y'all work and build with it. But for the most part, men don't have a problem with that. Like you know what I'm saying? Men don't have a problem with that. But what I find very interesting is that they focus so much on what he responded back to the women, but they never had an issue with what the women would say about the men that make this country run, and that's average men. And it's just so crazy. It's like everybody's so focused on, I couldn't be with a man that make 40,000. Baby, you make 15,000 a year. You're on Section 8 and you get stamps. Why would I have to? A man making $40,000-$50,000 is a lick for your ass. Trust me. You get what I'm saying? But you look at the average income for everybody across the board is only about 50, 40, $50,000. And less than that, shit. Some people make 30 some $1,000 a year. And this is most of the country, and most of the country, they work 9 to 5 jobs. It's a small percentage of it's a small percentage of entrepreneurs. It's a small percentage of business owners and investors. It's not going down, like, it's not just that simple. You get what I'm saying? It's a small percentage of these people. Most people go to work. Most families, the mom and the dad is working. I don't know where the fuck this whole fantasy world came from, where, oh, I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. White men provide all the bills. No, we all have had jobs where we seen married white women and they was happy as hell. They didn't. They like, I made this for my husband, my husband, my husband, my husband, my husband, and they're telling you this shit at work. So it's just kind of mind-boggling, man. It's kind of it's crazy, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look at some videos and see what's going on. And I just want to read some of the comments out and see what some of these women have said some real nasty shit about Kev. And it goes to show you that what he was saying. Yeah, see, everybody is saying R.I.P. and making videos. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to some of the TikTok videos I was looking at, and read off some of these comments, man. Like, it was like they really going in on TikTok. Like,
people keep asking me if I'm happy that Kevin Samuels passed.
look, somebody said rate his death from 1 to 10. Wow, that's horrible. So basically, like what the title of the video is, as you can see, like yeah, Kevin Samuels is dead, but the facts is still the facts, ladies. You could be upset all you want to, but that's not going to change your outcomes unless you change. These outcomes not going to change unless you change. Yeah, so I'm on TikTok just scrolling, man. I mean, these women are going in, and it's like, and this is, it's just like, you would think that he killed 1 million black women, and this dude, all he did was sit in his goddamn office and talk to women, and women who willingly participated and was calling from all over the world. That's just crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, like nobody really pay attention to what these women be saying about the men that run the country, the average men, the men that's working at these grocery stores, and the ones that's driving these trucks, the ones that are doing the plumbing, the ones that are doing the construction. These women are saying that these type of men are unworthy of them, and he's telling them like, did you fucking take a look at what you got going on? Like, what makes you think that a man who's above that would pick somebody like you? Like, what makes you think that? Oh, I'm a nice person. Well, all they care about is looks, but all you care about is money. So if a man works himself to become the best man he want, best man he can be, he deserved to have something nice to look at. He deserved to have somebody who was in shape. But I still don't believe average men deserve overweight, morbidly obese women either, though. And don't get me wrong, I actually am a fan of BBWs. I do, but as a man and as a leader, I wouldn't encourage it. Like I would always encourage a woman to try to get in shape or try to eat healthier, just for the simple fact that I know you still may be beautiful, but you will look better, more in shape. That's just how it is with most people. You know, I'm not saying you gotta get super skinny, but just showing that you tighten it up and you give a fuck. That speaks volumes. Yeah, they going in, man. it's just man, I'm kind of like I don't even know. it's just fucked up, man. Cause it's like he like if you actually sat down and really watched the streams and paid attention, man, the dude didn't mean no harm, man. Like he would go in, but it would be to a breaking point. It would be because they wasn't listening or they just start getting snappy with him because they don't like what he's saying. Then he'd start going in. But when you really pay attention, like he was telling these women, like, yo, why would you leave your husband for this? That was no reason to leave and break up your family. And now you have these children and you trying to go get a better deal. And it's like, it don't work like that. The more he's being real with these women. The older you get, the more baggage you have, the less likely you can land a man that's doing those things because he can pick any woman in the world without that. It'll be more expensive to pick you just for the simple fact you got another man's kids. He has a lot more to lose dealing with that. So, and a lot of women just can't understand that. It's like you can get a man, but he probably is not going to be rich. He's going to be a regular guy. He still could be a good guy. There's plenty of men out here that's staying out of trouble. They might not have a lot of money, but they could take care of themselves and they not begging. Y'all would be better trying to partner up with them and making something happen versus thinking you can get this up here when you down here. And then it's like you tell these women, hey, plenty of successful black men date black women. No, they only date white women. And it's like, no, they date black women for the most part. But they will make up anything in their head or any scenario just to fit their narrative that they want to believe in, even when they know that's not the case. They just don't want to accept the fact that that's just not the life that you're meant to live, baby. It's just not, that guy is not for you. And that's okay. That don't mean you have to live a life of misery. That don't mean you probably qualify to live a life of luxury either. You know? Like I said, like this shit, this is nothing new to men. Like we've been hearing this shit forever. Like we know what we gotta do. We know we gotta go put in that work. We know we gotta learn how to get more than one stream of income. We need multiple streams of income. We do have to become better providers. I agree with that shit wholeheartedly. I don't blame women for wanting men to be able to provide 100% so they could focus on raising the kids and everything like that. But unfortunately, in this economy and the way the school system is, it's less likely now. You know, before you didn't have to have a education to make money. You could go work at the mill and pay for everything by yourself, and the woman stay home. But it's not like that no more. Everything is priced. Everything is priced double now. As a matter of fact, you got people moving in with 3 people to a 2-bedroom apartment trying to survive. You know, that's not really a problem with men producing. It's just how the economy is. It's throwing curveballs at you when you get on your feet. This one area of your life. Now you got to go do a whole nother thing to get even better. So, and that takes time. It don't happen overnight. So the most times you're not going to become successful and financially stable to you in your late 30s and 40s. Now you could be able to take care of your basic needs in yourself, but as far as providing for a family by yourself, yeah, that's really less likely. And does that make these men less of a men? Hell no, because it's like if I'm not out here robbing and stealing and selling drugs, I'm doing it the right way. It's just taking me a little longer. How am I still considered a dusty loser? Like that shit don't even make sense. It just don't make no goddamn sense, man. But like I said, what I was seeing, I just seen a video or a clip that said that it could have been them Red Bulls, and I was thinking that because I used to see them drink them shits all the time. Yeah, they going. I keep looking at TikTok. They going in, man. Yeah, basically all I had. Just rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, man. And like I said, the facts is still gonna be the facts. Like if you want a better outcome when it comes to getting a man that's successful, ladies, you're gonna have to come with it. You're gonna have to be in shape. You're gonna have to have a good attitude, and preferably, at least if you do have a kid, just one kid, one man, and then. But when you want to be having all these other things and you want to come with kids from multiple men, and expecting the best deal, it's just not likely. You can believe what you want to believe, you can take the information and do what you will, but it's just what it is. The facts are still the facts, ladies. You still gonna have to work for what you want. So this is just sad, man. But rest in peace, Kev, and thank you for all that you have done, and encouraged me to be a better husband and provider for my family. And many other people want to thank you because you made them look at the reality and not just being living in delusion, just thinking things are just gonna fall into our lap because we believe they can. We have to actually put in the work, and you made a lot of people really realize, like, damn, he right. No matter what he say, even if I don't like hearing it, it's the truth, and I'm gonna work on myself and do better. It's just as simple as that. But all the women that's happy that you're dead and clowning you, they meet every criteria that you talk about. They're overweight, they're single mothers, they're older, they're not really that attractive. They're a lot of them women that, as I start scrolling and looking at their pictures, they're the least desired women. You can just tell. All the women that agree with you, bro, are very attractive. They're in shape. They have a good head on their shoulders. They're understanding. They're willing to cooperate. So that makes up for it. Till next time, gone.
But it's always right. Good day. Different articles. So Mary that Kevin Samuels passed away. I knew y'all would show up. You mad, huh? Stay with it.
Kevin Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to lose my weight and start my health journey.
Because I realized just my passion in life, and my passion is to educate and make a difference. So if I can't do that within my jobs, then I prefer to do it within my business.
Kevin Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to lose my weight and start my health journey.
Yes. Because I realized just my passion.
turn TV on.
Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to lose my weight and start my health journey.
Because I realized just my passion in life, and my passion is to educate and make a difference. So if I can't do that within my job, then I prefer to do it within my business.
Kevin Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to lose my weight and start my health. Kevin Samuels was one of the reasons that motivated me to
And do that within my job, then I prefer to do it.
As you can see, wasn't that bad of a guy. A lot of you don't gotta get that hate and bitterness out of your heart.
And to do that within my job, then I prefer to do it within my business.
As you can see, wasn't that bad of a guy. A lot of these women gotta get that hate and bitterness out of their heart.
Can't do that within my job, then I prefer to do it within my business.
was one of the reasons that
OMG, I am shaking.
You need help registering?
Regardless of your views on this man, don't nobody deserve to die, y'all. Like,
Oh, contrary. Everybody deserves to die. That's just a part of life. Kevin Samuels, in particular, used his big-ass platform to say not to believe children when they claim SA at first, because they have...
Bitch, you out.
if I'm so toxic to leave,
You ever let them make too much booty in the pan?
baby daddy sending money.
You see my question? Hey, look, if you ain't gonna ask it, see, I see you coming up. If you ain't gonna ask it again, I'm not gonna.
It's really sad that he's dead, but I'm going to tell you what's even sadder. It takes a special kind of evil person to celebrate a man's death who didn't do nothing personally to hurt you. Yes, he may have had a social media presence. He may have talked about women in general and stuff like that, that y'all may have not liked his tone and the way he presented himself. But it wasn't personally directed to you. He didn't personally afflict you. He didn't personally hurt you. So if you're celebrating his death and he didn't personally hurt you, you are a special kind of evil. You are a special kind of devil. And I feel sorry for you. And that's real rap. It's my last video on this whole Kevin Samuels situation. It's really sad that he's dead, but I'm going to tell you what's even sadder. It takes a special kind of evil person to celebrate a man's death who didn't do nothing personal.
Not. The margin for error is non-existent. Second chances and forgiveness are off the fucking table. Fall in line or fall off that cliff. Absolutely the fuck not. The margin for error is non-existent. Second chances and forgiveness are off the fucking table. Fall in line or fall off that cliff.
Alright, check it out, shortstop. And I'm not talking about your height either. Y'all love to run in the comment section of women who you have some level of disagreement with, regardless of how high or how low. And talk about how we're unmarried or we're single and that's the reason why we're bitter. And since I always encourage people to come with facts, I want you and any of the other high value men to put your money where your mouth is. Put $1,000 each into a pot. And if you can prove that I'm not married, I'll give you back your 1,000 and I'll double it. But if I can prove that I'm married, thus rendering...
Absolutely the fuck not. The margin for error is non-existent. Second chances and forgiveness are off the fucking table. Fall in line or fall off that cliff. Absolutely.
Are you a young professional that really...
People don't understand what is being sacrificed for this melt-up right now. But they will when it becomes a meltdown. And that day of reckoning is coming. And what it does, pensions, stock market, 401ks, housing, all of it. is going to melt down. It will be the largest wealth destruction planet Earth has ever seen. And that is just clearly a fact in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. See, people don't understand.
So we're either gonna throw $60,000 in.
So I do go sell where I.
People are going crazy in the comments of my last Kevin Samuels video, and a lot of this might be hard to hear, but let's have the conversation. When Kevin Samuels was telling women that if they were single after 35, they would be leftovers or die alone, he didn't mean that they would physically or literally die in a room alone. He meant they would die without significant connection to a significant other because they were too picky or didn't choose well or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, Kevin Samuels himself was 57 or 56, had a failed relationship with his kids, had multiple failed marriages, and was still chasing IG baddie.
They were referring to our brother Kevin Samuels. Now, Kevin Samuels doesn't sit around and insult women all day. What he does is tell them like it is. Women have never been told the truth. Black women, especially in the Christian church, you've been told you are Mother Earth, you are the queens of heaven, you are the absolute. That's all you've heard growing up for decades. And it's all a lie. It's all a lie. And then you say, who's going to hold men? When we say who holds women accountable.
He started addressing women, he was addressing men, and no one cared. He wasn't going viral, no one gave a shit.
And you know why? Because it's culturally appropriate in America to shit on a black man. So much.
I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam. But the Nation of Islam has taken some of the worst of us and put together a pretty damn good image. Look at what the women of the Nation of Islam, you don't associate them with God, Steve. No. So
I do hope y'all would.
To want to wish death upon someone that you've never met. He's probably never in any way, shape, or form has affected your life in any way. You just choose to be upset. He has a daughter. That daughter does not have a father anymore. If the rumors are true. He has family. He has a mother. He has a father. He has a cousin. He has a brother. He has. So you know what I'm saying? To want to wish death upon someone that you've never met. You're looking at this video. I got 50 was a monster. Goddamn, I hurt my knuckles. Hey, baby, throw it back in that shit. 50 was a monster. Goddamn, I hurt my knuckles. Hey, baby, throw it back in that shit. 50 was a monster. Goddamn, I hurt my knuckles. Hey, baby, throw it back in that shit. 50 was a monster. Goddamn.